What's up, YouTube? This is the first video I'm making on this account, and this account is going to be pretty much primarily based on Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profiles, packs, orders, and pretty much stuff like that. I've seen a lot of videos on this kind of stuff, and I thought it was something I was into, so I figured I'd give it a try. For today, I have my first video. I have a burn deck that I'm going to be showing you guys. It's a stall burn deck, not a chain burn. I feel like chain burn is really boring, and you're pretty much doing the same thing every duel, you know, chaining Reckless with Jar of Greed, with Accumulated Fortune, Just Desserts, or Geometrio. I don't know, I just feel like that's too boring to be doing the same thing, also with the secret barrels, whatever. So I have a stall burn deck that I created that I really like. I tried a bunch of different things to make this deck work to its full, like, reliable extent, whatever. And let's get right into it, I guess. So we're going to start off with the monsters. And I have, where I play, 2 Stealth Bird, 2 Boganian. Right now I have 1 Solar Flare Dragon, and I'm looking to get a second one. So yeah. Also I have 1 Princess of Tisaguri, or whatever it is. I'm also looking to get a second one of these. Then we have the 3 chain of Deskawala, and I feel like I'm going to turn this to a 2 chain instead of a 3 chain. I'm not sure yet, but just to add another princess or another solar flare. But that's that. Then we got 1 Blastsphere. I really like this card. 1 Lava Golem, just because I don't like playing more than 1, because if you get stuck with 2 in your hand, it's a big hassle and it's just really annoying. And yeah, also if you don't have stall cards, this card can be pretty dangerous to use. But now we're going to get into a couple cards that I'm going to be swapping out for other things. First, I run 1 Penguin Soldier. Pretty much just return 2 monsters in the field to the opponent's hand. So the effect is good for right now. 1 Superconductor Tyranno. I don't attack in this deck, but I really like the effect where I could pretty much sacrifice 1 monster to do 1,000 damage. It's actually not that bad. I've used it a couple times, and it's just not that bad. You know, if I can get scapegoats out there or whatever, this is really good to play in this deck. But I'm going to be swapping it out for something else. And then lastly, I play 1 Dancing Fairy, because there's so much stall in this deck that if I can get Dancing Fairy out there, I can gain at least 5,000 to 7,000 life points if the stall is good. But if it's bad, you know, Dancing Fairy might be something I'm going to be holding in my hand. Next we'll move on to spells. Here, I play 1 Wave Motion Cannon, 1 Scapegoat, 1 Nightmare Steel Cage, which I'm going to be getting a second one of. Really good stall card, but, you know, I just like it. Then I run a 3 chain of swords. I'm not sure if you can play 3 exactly, but I looked at the limited and ban list and such, and it wasn't on there. So yeah, I run a 3 chain of swords. Then I run a 2 chain of Toll, because this card is really nasty to have out there, especially in combo with Dark Room of Nightmare, which means that to attack they'd have to pay 800 life points, and that's some serious burn right there. And then next I run 1 Chain Energy, just for those situations if I'm completely set up, everything's going good, and I could set this card down and the opponent won't be able to set unless they sacrifice life points, along if this is with it. Just these 3 cards are just really good cards to have in combo. It works out perfectly all the time, because they constantly, also if I have a Boganian or a Solar Flare out there, it really helps. Now to move on to the last and not least, but I run a 2 chain of Gravity Bind. I run 3 chain of Reckless Greed. I like these cards for this deck just to keep that hand advantage. Then I run a 3 chain of Just Desert. Really good card, especially in combo with Geometrio and such. So 2 chain of Dark Bribe, just in case they try taking out my Toll or my Dark Room or any other trap cards I have set. Then I run 3 Magic Cylinder, Also not sure if this card is limited, but until someone tells me that it's limited to 2, I don't know if it is at 2, but it might be at 2, just like swords. Someone please let me know, because I will take one out. But as for now, I'm running 3. Then I run 2 chain, nightmare wheel. If magic cylinder or swords, if it's limited to 2, I'm going to be putting a 3rd nightmare wheel. 1 Ojama Trio. I might be running 2, just because I really like that they won't be able to attack, and I could keep stalling them out if I just have tokens all over their field. And even if they dark hole the tokens, because they can't tribute them for a tribute summon or anything, if they do dark hole tokens, they lose 300 for each token. So if I can get 1 Ojama Trio out there, kill 1 token, and then activate another one and just fill their field up, they won't be able to do anything, and I could stall burn them. Next, I play 1 Ceasefire, because it is limited to 1. And last but not least, 1 Mirror Force. And also, before I end this, I don't have an extra deck because I like playing with the same cards. I might be making an extra deck, but there's just 4 tokens in there, just random tokens. And then the cards I'm going to be adding are 1 Ojama Trio, 1 Solar Flare, 1 Princess of Tisaguri, 1 Nightmare Steel Cage, and if I have to take anything out, I'm going to be adding 1 Marshmallow. And right now the deck's at a total of 43. But before everything's done and over with, and I get my the other couple cards I need, the deck is going to be at 42. So it is 2 cards over the minimum, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal because the Recklesses come in handy. But that's it, guys. So comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know if I'm doing anything wrong with this deck, or if you have any suggestions. I'd love to hear them. And that's it. So peace out.